Hello students, in the previous class we started our chapter 3rd of unit 1st, the human reproduction, and in the human reproduction we already completed our male reproductive system. But understood. Now in this class we are going to discuss the female reproductive system. Now first let me tell you that what are the things that we discuss in this female reproductive system. The main things that we had to discuss are the first gametogenesis. But gametogenesis means the gamete formation. Got it? Now after the gametes are being formed in the ovary, that are being released out from the ovary, we call it ovulation. The second thing we will study here in this ovulation. The third one is fertilization, means the fusion of the male and the female gamete, we call fertilization. The next thing that we are going to study in this is the pregnancy, means if the fertilization occur, then implantation will occur and the pregnancy will lead, and then the birth of the child. Clear? These all the things that we are going to discuss in the female reproductive system. Now first let me clear you the parts of the female reproductive system. These are the following parts that are being found in the female reproductive system. The first one is the pair of the ovaries, the main reproductive part, then the duct that used to carry the egg, then uterus where the child will develop, then cervix, vagina, external genitalia, and the last one mammary gland. So the first we will start with the ovary. Let me show you all the things that are being present in the human beings. Now it is a diagram of the female reproductive system. Now this is the part, this is the anus opening through which the waste material is being excreted out. This part is the part that is called the vagina part. Understood? And this is the part where the uterus implantation will occur, and it is being just near to the urinary bladder, okay, which is being connected to the urethra, and finally the passage, means vaginal orifice is there. Clear? So the parts that we will discuss in the female reproductive system, I told you the following parts we will discuss here. The first part that is we are going to discuss is that human reproductive system is having one pair of ovaries. Clear? This is a one pair of the ovaries. Then the second part I told you the oviduct that carry the egg. Understood? The third part I told you was the uterus part. Clear? This is the triangle part, it is the uterus, then cervix, then here it is vagina. Understood? Cervix and vagina combining form the birth canal. Got it? And all these are the parts of the female reproductive system. So the first part that we'll discuss is our ovary. Understood? Now the first thing that we are going to discuss is the ovary. So let me clear you the main thing, that ovary is our main reproductive part. Got it? Where the egg is being formed. It is the part where the egg is being formed. Now here it is also the part where the hormones, several hormones are being secreted. As in the testes the number of hormones are being secreted, in the same way ovary also the number of hormones are being secreted. Clear? It is about 2 to 4 centimeter in length, and it is being connected to the uterus. You can see here it is being connected to the uterus with the help of the muscles that is called ligament. Clear? With this ligament it is being connected. Now it is the ovary is being filled. For example, it is the ovary, it is being filled with the matrix. Clear? This matrix is being divided into two parts, the cortex and the medulla part. Understood? Is it clear or not? Now this is all the structure of the ovaries. The main point I already explained you, that ovary is the primary male part. Understood? The second thing that we will discuss is our oviduct. Oviduct means the canal through which the egg will be passed out. You can see here in the diagram, it is shown here, it is a duct-like structure. After the ovary, here it is a duct-like structure that is called oviduct. Understood? It is about 10 to 12 centimeter in length. Understood? It is about 10 to 12 centimeter in length, and it is being divided into three parts. You can see here infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. Here the first part is our infundibulum. It is the funnel shaped structure. You can see here it is a funnel shaped structure which used to receive the egg from the ovary. Understood? After that the second part is the ampulla part, which connects infundibulum to the isthmus, that is called ampulla, and the last one is the isthmus part. Isthmus part is the part that led to the uterus, means joining the, means give the passage to the egg to move into the uterus. Got it? Now the final third part The last part that we are going to discuss in this, it is the uterus part. You can see here it is a triangular part. It is pear shaped structure and it is being attached with the ligament. Okay, you can see here it is attached with the ligament. It is having 3 layers. You can see here it is having 3 layers: the innermost endometrium, then middle myometrium, then outermost perimetrium. Now let me tell you the functions. This outermost layer, it is called the perimetrium. Clear? It will connect to the ovary with the ligament. Now the second one is myometrium. It is providing the contraction, strong contraction of the muscles at the time of the childbirth. And the last one is endometrium, inside one. It helps in the implantation, means it will help in the implantation on the child, as well as it will also gives the it will show the periodic changes at the time of the menstrual cycle. Is it clear? Now after this, you can see here it is a part called cervix. Cervix is the canal that connects the uterus with the vagina. Cervix is the part which will connect the uterus to the vagina. Understood? Now the last one is the vagina part. Vagina is the outlet from which the child is being released out. Now this cervix and the vagina will combine together to form the canal that we call the birth canal. Understood? This is all about the female reproductive system. The next we'll discuss in other video. Yes. Now after uterus, I told you that we will study here the external genitalia, means female external genitalia. In this you can see here the outermost part, it is called the mons pubis. Clear? Mons pubis, it is the outermost part of the female genitalia. It is a cushion like structure. Female genitalia means it is the part through which the urine is being passed out. Clear? And the childbirth is also being taking place. You can see it is the first part is mons pubis. It is a cushion shaped structure which is filled with the fatty tissues. Clear? It is also covered with the skin as well as the hairs on the pubic hairs are being found. Then the next one is labia majora, and the next one is the labia minora. You can see here in the diagram also labia minora, and here it is the labia majora. Now these two parts, these are the fleshy folds. Clear? First one is the labia majora, outer one you can see here. It is the fleshy fold of the tissues that is being just after the mons pubis. Understood? And it surrounds the vagina. It will cover the vagina of the female. Understood? After this, the labia minora. Labia minora is the paired folds of the tissue under the labia majora, means inside the labia majora there are the folds of the tissues, that is called labia minora. Then last one, it is the hymen. Hymen means it is a membrane that is covering the opening of the vagina. The opening of the vagina is being covered with the membrane that is called hymen. Now the last one you can see here, it is the clitoris. Clitoris, it is a finger-like structure that is being present on the above of the urethral opening, means from where the urine is being passed. It is called the urethral opening, and clitoris is the finger-like projection that is being found on the opening of the urethral opening. Understood? After that, the last thing that has been very important and also related to the child care, I told you that we will study here in the child care also, that is mammary glands. Now human being is having one pair of the mammary gland, and it is this pair of the mammary gland is being formed of the glandular tissues. Now the glandular tissues, here you can see here the small tissues are being found here. These glandular tissues are being divided into 15 or 16 mammary lobes. You can see here these are the lobes. These ones are the lobes. These are called the mammary lobes, and above this is the fatty tissues. Clear? It is having the large amount of fat on above it, and here the small lobes or the air chambers are being formed, that is called the mammary lobes. Understood? Now these mammary lobes are being secreting the called having the alveoli, small chambers, that is called alveoli, which used to secrete the milk. Now this milk is secreted, you can see here the duct like structure. This is called the mammary duct. Now from the alveoli the milk is released into the mammary duct, and from the mammary duct you can see here it has been connected to the again one more duct, that is called ampulla. From there the milk is being sent to the ampulla, and finally it will send out with the help of the lactiferous duct. Clear? Which is connected to the milk, which provides the through which the milk is being excreted out from the body of the female. Understood? So this is all about the female reproductive system. Next video will study our gametogenesis.